Everyone's like, Lala was right, and Raquel is nasty. What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. It has been a fantastic week, but before we talk all about it, this podcast is presented by Dunkin. Dunkin is the way to go for your morning needs, your afternoon needs, whatever it is. If you need a medium or large coffee, you can also get a $1 donut with that, which is dangerous but also exciting because you know we love our donuts with our coffee. And there's also many other great breakfast deals as well.
It's a great deal running right now. Like you said, $1 classic donut, $2 stuffed bagel mini, or $3 sausage, egg, and cheese that you can add to your medium or larger coffee. It's a no-brainer. You get that situation.
Minis are so good.
You walk into Dunkin', you order your coffee, you add on a little taste of whatever you're in the mood for, something sweet, something savory, whatever it is, they have it. We love Dunkin'. This is a limited time offer with the purchase of medium or larger coffee. Exclusions and terms apply. I can't speak today. Participation may vary. It's time for a Dunkin' run.
Go get your Dunkin', guys. Don't miss out. Get that tasty treat with your coffee.
Tasty treat. I could use a donut right now.
Same. I am hungry, but we have had
some sugar.
Quite a week.
We've
had quite the friggin'
my
week.
week is not over. I'm like halfway done.
Same. Big week. Yeah. Lots of festivities going on. But the last time we left off with you guys, we were going to the Joe Bro show. We were going to the Jonas Brothers, and we had an unreal time.
We did. It was so much fun. I mean, first of all, I forgot I'd been to that theater before, and it's really cool. I saw a magic show there once, which I kind of
I went there for a Broadway show that I don't remember.
And when I walked in, I was like, oh my God, I saw a magic show here. But it's just really cool. We walked in, signature cocktails. The Villa One drink was called When You Look Me in the Limes. Great
Perfect.
Name for a cocktail.
Genius.
Great name. Shout out to that bartender who said she came out.
Yes,
she came
Autumn.
Up with that. Yes, she crushed that. And so we pick up our tickets, we get to our seats. Rhea and I had gotten a little din before.
I was drunk off one dirty martini.
We had one dirty martini. I was feeling good too.
I was feeling great. Fran was my
strong
muse.
Martini. I was
like taking a bunch of pictures of Fran.
Rhea took a picture of me in the car on the way to the theater, and a tear almost poured from her eyes. She was like, "This is the most beautiful picture."
It was,
and I was like,
glowing.
"Thank you so much." It was very nice. It was a very nice picture. But the digital camera, was
next level.
Was big. Which, by the way, like 9 million people want to know what camera you bought. It's the Canon.
It's the Canon G7X Mark III.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck that means.
No, I mean, even I was getting people being like, "What camera did you buy?"
But great camera. Yeah. And unfortunately, though, I bring the camera the camera made it inside the venue.
Yeah.
And we were feeling great. And we got drinks. We got double vodka drinks, settled in our seat. Fran gets a call from our guy who works with Kevin. And he's like, I'm going to come find you guys. And he comes down, and I didn't hear what he said. I did not hear him. I just thought we were going to like another bar, like private bar room, but I didn't know anything was going to happen in there.
It was a very casual situation where I was nervous to turn to you and say something because it was so casually introduced to me that I was like, wait, what did he just say?
And then he said it to you on the phone?
No. He was like, it's like, oh, or maybe it was on the, I can't remember. It was like, oh, I'll come grab you. Like, I'll bring you back to see the boys.
And I didn't hear that, but apparently Fran did. And so I left my
But I was
camera.
Like, did he just say what I think he said? So then I didn't want to turn to Rhea and be like, hey, he said the boys.
I didn't know where we were going. He said he had merch for us, so I thought he was just going to give us left my camera at my seat, just brought my phone. And he's like, oh, you guys know George from Impulsive? And we met him and his girlfriend, and they were so fucking nice. They were so nice. And we walk into this room, this small room with a bar.
From Impulse.
And there's like 7 people in there.
Yeah.
And George being one of them, and their brothers walk in.
Yeah.
And it was so quiet and small. Like it was such a intimate.
So quiet that I was like, I made a joke like, guys, not to the Jonas Brothers. I made a joke before they walked in, being like, should I sing? Like it was like people, it was like eerily quiet.
Eerily quiet. People were like whispering. There was 7 people tops in the room.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them come walking in. They go around, say hi to everyone, hug us, hello. Yeah. Fran texted me after being like, they hugged us, right? And I was like, yes, they each one of them hugged us.
I'm truly black out in these moments. Yeah. Like I like how I'm glad I had somebody like there with me, or else I kind of forget what happens.
The worst but best part of this was that I was wearing the I Heart Nick shirt. And so as we're walking into this room, I'm like, where are we going? I'm wearing this I Heart Nick shirt. It's supposed to be a joke because Fran loves Nick. And like, I just thought it was funny to wear the show. But now what if Nick sees it? Like Nick is about to see this shirt. And they walk in, they were like, nice shirt. And I was like,
you made a joke, you would have been upset if it said Joe.
Well, yeah, I was getting there. Yeah. I was said, you know, I wore it as a joke, and he was like, well, I mean, I love the shirt. Like, I would have been pissed if it said Joe. And I was like, good point. Good point, Nick. Yep. And then Fran turns to him and goes, you know I'm a Nick girl. And I was like, I can't believe she just said that to him. He knows, but I was just like the confidence. It was just,
the context
I was proud
of explaining like why she was in the shirt. And I was like, oh, you know, it was kind of like a joke because, you know, I'm a Nick girl.
I was proud of you that you felt so comfortable to say that to him.
I don't know what it is, but it's not confidence. It's just pure adrenaline and nerves. And that you love them so much. Vomit.
Yeah. You're like, I'm
like, the words come pouring out of my mouth, and then I'm like, why did I just say that?
Yeah, but it was really cool. They were really nice, happy to see us. Kevin introduced us to some people, and he was like, oh, they have a pretty big podcast. Big podcast. And
Thanks,
Joe was just like, we have some really cool things planned. Like Joe's just really cool.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get some details out of them. You know, I was like, so you guys are like really playing the whole album? He's like, you gotta wait and see. He's like, make sure you're at your seats like when it starts. We're like, okay.
They were very adamant about that, but the bartender was asking Nick if he wanted anything. She kept being like, you want something, whatever, you want M&Ms? He goes, fine, I'll take some M&Ms. And he opens up the package of M&Ms and he turns to George and his girlfriend and offers them M&Ms, and George takes them and his girlfriend says no. And then after the show, George was like, I was like, babe, if Nick Jonas offers you M&Ms, you fucking take the M&Ms, which was very funny. And then of course I was like, Nick, you think we could get a picture? You know, I'm wearing this shirt, you're standing right here. And so that's how that picture happened. And it was, but the show itself.
I asked for a selfie. I was like, quick selfie, guys.
Which, you know, I was really happy they said yes, because remember the first time we ever met them when we did the drunk thing and we wanted to take pictures and they were like, no, at Penn State.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't get any pictures with them. We had no proof that we were with them.
Yeah. That was like, I understood that setting though. That was like back room after party, like we're just trying to like relax,
right,
kind of vibe,
you know. And this was like pre-show, whatever, but it was they were so nice.
How long do you think you got back there?
It feels like a lifetime. It was probably 4 minutes. Like
it was like
total.
Talking to them 4 minutes total. We were back there for about like 10 minutes. But they were very nice and welcoming and cool, and
they were warming up. Nick and Kevin mingled a little longer. Joe was starting to warm up, doing his vocal warm ups.
Really?
Yeah. It was. It's just so crazy. They're so tiny, but it's just funny, like seeing like when we've been with them before, but like, you know.
Yeah.
My short kings.
Yeah. She texted me. She goes, "Man, I love those short kings." After, but it was really such a cool experience, and the show itself was
absolutely
amazing.
Unreal presence.
Yeah,
I like it. Just gets me every time.
They're very cool, and the show was unbelievable. They did such an amazing job. You know, just rocking out.
It was a really cool show. They started and brought out some people to read excerpts from the book, which, you know, they were infamous book that they were supposed to have a book come out multiple years ago now. Just never came out. I don't know if that's like something that's still going to come out, but they read about like the early years specifically this album, Jonas Brothers self-titled album. And then they played like a video on the screen about where they were at this time, like old clips of them. And they came out, played the whole album straight through, took a little intermission, came back, played some hits. It was amazing. And then they left and they were just like walking down the street. I think going to get a slice of pizza or something, and just people were just
Wait, really?
chasing after them.
It was something
yeah,
like
it was
you
crazy.
see the paparazzi videos online of like fans chasing after people.
Yeah.
This was
You saw
happening.
them?
Yeah, this was happening in real time.
We saw them walk down the sidewalk with like security, and there's a couple cops with them, and they're
girls chasing them.
just-
It was unreal.
Well, there was like some girls that were trying to like casually hang like around them, but then people noticed what was happening, and like bunch of people just started running after them.
Yeah, it was seeing it in real life was pretty cool, but the whole experience was
No
awesome.
wives
It was
were there?
fucking Sophie was
Oh,
right
Sophie
like
was there.
above us on the but oh my god.
I don't know who we know Sophie was there because we could physically see Sophie. I don't know if anybody else was there.
What a fucking thrill. What a night. I was on such a
the best.
high. I couldn't fall asleep till like 3 a.m. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I performed. Like I was on the Joe Bro high. The next morning I had the Jonas Brother hangover.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I couldn't get out of bed. Like I got hit by a bus the next day. That's how
It's
just
just
how you pour
like,
your heart into the
it
show
is
when
just,
you're there.
honestly, it's such a great idea. And so many artists, it's hard because, you know, it is a very small place. People want to go. I could imagine for big artists, it's hard to figure out like the right spot for that. But we were saying like if other artists did this, it would be so popular, like to do 5 nights or however many nights, like somewhere really cool that you're like, you play the whole album straight through. Like they're never playing Australia. They're never playing Game. They're not playing these songs when they're doing shows, and they've been doing it every night. And they did it for a little bit longer. And I'm going tonight for Lines, Vines, and Trying Times, and I'm just like, I can't believe they're going to play this album straight through. There's just one specific song that I'm like, in my brain cannot comprehend that they're going to play it. I'm like, I still think they might just skip it. It's because it's just like. It's a song with Common, and it's just like arguably their worst song ever.
Oh, really?
For my personal taste, and it's just like so funny because it's on the album, but I don't know if they've ever performed it live.
Maybe they'll make a joke about it and then do it.
I think they will, because I really do think it's like, well, the first 2 nights they played every song. So if you can't just skip one. So I'm just, my brain is just gonna explode. Like
Right.
and
if you're going to the show, it's front to back, which is awesome. Just like straight through in order.
Straight
so
through.
if you listen to the album in order, you'll know what's coming next. And it was just awesome. And then
so good.
Crazy rest of the week. You two went to John Mayer.
Yeah.
Not together.
Yeah, me and Fran.
Yeah.
Not together. One day eventually maybe
Yeah.
you guys will get to that point of friendship, but not last night. But
Ended for a duo trip to John Mayer.
Yeah.
I'll go to John Mayer with anyone.
Yeah, I know you will.
I walked in last week and said, you want to go to John Mayer tonight? I was like, not really. Like it was like a festival thing. It wasn't just a straight John Mayer concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, he's John Mayer. It's just pretty impressive to get on stage and be in somewhere like MSG, and you're just completely by yourself.
I was thinking that. I was just like, it's just him. Like every sound in this arena is coming from one guy.
One guy, one guitar, entirely full arena of people.
There was a time where he was playing piano, guitar, and singing at the same time.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
It was insane.
He's a very talented man.
He is very talented.
I thought like his voice was sounding as good as it sounded in a long time.
Sounded really good.
Yeah.
He sounded really good. It was definitely a great show. And it was a time at the group of people I was with were like, Fran, seriously, shut the fuck up about the Jonas Brothers. Like, this is like,
well, you were talking about the Jonas Brothers.
Well, because he played the song
Walk Grace.
that he has like a little melodic inspo from Love Bug. And I was like, guys, this is the Love Bug song. They're like, they're probably playing Love Bug right now. Like, that's a little bit longer. And then my friends who were at the A Little Bit Longer show said that they mentioned John Mayer on stage before they sang Love Bug, because they mentioned that like that John Mayer loves Love Bug. I was like, wow.
Damn.
We're all,
if only they could have collabed.
Moment.
Yeah, he started playing that, and Jake, who I was with, was like, you think they're gonna bring out the John? I'm like, they're performing right now.
Yeah, they're a little busy right now.
They're literally on
I'm
stage.
sure if they
also.
weren't and they were in New York, it would have worked. But
but like I was like, guys, this is the song. They're like, we get it. Like,
I had Marty's Brothers rehearsal dinner last night, and one of Marty's aunts came up to me and she was like, congrats. And I was like, Like, I thought she meant about like meeting Nick Jonas. That wasn't it. She meant about the billboard at Times Square. But I was like, yeah, it was so cool. They were so nice. And she was like, no, like the billboard.
Yeah.
Like I was just on such a Jonas Brother high.
No, I really like it is funny because it's so awesome, and I could not be more grateful to have these opportunities now to like be more casual with them. Like the way my family and people in my family text me about them it's just so funny. Like my aunt texted me and was just like, all your dreams are coming true. Like, I'm so happy for you. Like, it's just like, look at you just hanging out. Like, this is just,
It is just insane that
it's
like,
just so
they
funny.
know
Like,
who
I'm
you
like,
are.
thanks.
Yeah.
Like even that alone.
It is
Like if like someone goes up to them and they mention you, they know who
it's
you are.
crazy
Yeah.
to think about. George said after the show, he was like, you know, isn't it crazy? Like when we were younger, like you used to get like upset thinking like these people will never know who I am.
Yeah.
Like you were like fans of these people
Is
growing
George
up.
like the biggest Jonas Brothers
He
fan
loves
ever?
the Jonas
He
Brothers.
loves the Jonas
Loves
Brothers.
the Jonas
He said
Brothers.
he what happened was he talked about it on his podcast, and then like from there kind of whatever.
Somebody reached out to invite
Yeah.
him to the show.
They were so nice. Like they couldn't have been nicer,
nice.
and it seemed like they had a great time too. But yeah, really just a fun week. Do you love aviators, but you hate the fact that they keep getting tangled in your hair? I do. Everybody knows I was on an aviator kick this past summer, but I got something new in my life, and that's Shady Rays. Shady Rays has new tangle-free aviators. Now you can get the classic aviator look without the messy hair because of their custom patent-pending nose piece that they designed specifically to avoid.
If you're watching on YouTube, look at
tangling.
this.
Woo!
Look at this.
Right out.
Off the nose.
Right out.
Right onto
out
the
of
top of our hair.
There
up,
you go.
Out.
In, out.
Look
in,
at this.
Out, in,
No
out.
hair's being pulled
No.
out of our heads. It's a miracle.
There you go. It's very quick and easy, and everybody struggles with that with sunglasses. I know I especially do. You can have the same classic aviator and be able to put them on your head with no problem. These frames are very lightweight. It is really
Very
light. These
lightweight,
glasses
yep.
are easy to carry around, and they are one of the hottest sunglasses right now. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. You can head to shadyrays.com/tanglefree and use code CHICKS for 30% off. Guys, that is huge for their best-selling tangle-free aviator and much more. Save before they sell out and try the shades for yourself.
Different lenses, cool.
It is
Got
amazing.
different
There's so
lenses.
many different lenses. Aviators, you know, they're the classic style to go with.
Never goes out
Tangle-free,
of style.
30% off. That's a bargain. So go to it, shadyrays.com/tangle-free. Use code CHICKS for 30% off. Wedding tomorrow. I am excited.
I love a good wedding.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I didn't drink for some reason. I didn't drink at the rehearsal dinner because I legitimately had a Jonas Brothers hangover. I was like, I didn't even drink that much at the
So
show,
funny.
but I felt like I took a bottle
After
of vodka to the face.
concerts, like especially when you drink, like how much do you remember from that night? Like,
Everything.
Really?
I have a very vivid
Because
memory.
like I don't know what it is
about most
Maybe
things in
I'm
my
just
life.
like drinking
Maybe
or
you're drinking too
or
much.
taking too many other like edibles or something. But like I can't really. I like in the moment I remember like how I felt, but I can't really like remember like the details.
Oh
of
no,
the night,
that whole show, I could play it back in my head.
which is annoying. But I
Same.
also like how I feel during the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Ria also we were like waiting in line to get a drink. She was like, man, isn't it just great that we can just drink at a Jonas Brothers show? And I was like, living the dream.
It's awesome.
The dream,
and I
baby.
said that Miley Cyrus should do the Best of Both Worlds tour, just like kind of like the Jonas Brothers did, like do 5 nights somewhere and do Miley and Hannah Montana. And everyone just gets fucking drunk. Oh, I actually have chills thinking about that. Like, I would pay
Oh my God,
a crazy
yeah.
amount of money to be at that show for Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, Best of Both
Any of
Worlds.
Miley's early albums.
Like, oh, it would be so amazing. But
is it Breakout? The Breakout album?
you were the one she's like, is that 7 Things? Or is that on?
Yeah. That's her second one. Breakout. If she played Breakout live, I would fucking lose my shit. The Breakout album is Breakout, 7 Things, The Driveway, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Full Circle, Fly on the Wall, Don't You Wish That You Could Be a Fly on the Wall, Bottom of the Ocean, Wake Up America, Wake Up America, we're all in this together.
Well, we were.
It's our home, so let's take care of it.
We were
Anthem.
talking about
This album is fantastic. These Four Walls, simple song, Goodbye, and then See You Again, the Rock Mafia remix.
Rock Mafia. But I told you that this album was called Meet Miley Cyrus.
You're right. It is. But I was thinking of the Breakout album.
See You Again, East Northumberland High, Let's Dance,
Yes.
G&O. This is my fucking album. The Meet Miley Cyrus album was my shit.
The Breakout album is the one for me. But I think I can sing every word to every song.
I lived and died by that Meet Miley Cyrus. I was listening to East Northumberland High yesterday because.
But that's exactly what we were saying. Like, it's just such a great idea.
It is a really good idea.
It is such a good idea.
Phenomenal show. Great week. We'll talk about the rest of the weekend, and you're going to more Jonas Brothers shows.
I'm going Thursday. I'm going Saturday.
Sure, we'll have more updates on Monday.
You think you'll be hanging out with the boys?
You're gonna be tired
tonight?
of brothers. You'll be tired of me.
Hilarious when I texted Marty
Be making
about
no assumptions for the rest of the. You just got to go and excited to see the show.
When I texted Marty when we went into the room, and I was like, George from Impulsive's in here, and then my next text after that, we're like, oh my god, the brothers just walked in. and he wrote back, Jake and Logan?
Yeah.
Because I said George,
right.
and he wrote Jake and Logan ? And I was like, the Jonas Brothers, like what? But it was
so weird though, because I was actually, when you texted that picture, I had actually been watching Impulsive because Dave was on it. So I was like, oh, let me watch this like that day. And then I saw the picture and I like zoomed into the back. I'm like, is that George? Like, why are they with George?
So funny.
Well, it was such a very funny response, and I posted on my story because we showed George. Like I was like, and he was dying. He told me to send him the screenshot.
Yeah, it was very cool, very funny.
Yeah.
But let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to be doing our weekly watch report, couple topics, nothing crazy, Vanderpump update, and an update on
Too busy with our own lives.
Yeah, sorry guys, a lot going on.
Breaking news, apparently Taylor Swift is releasing 4 unreleased songs tonight.
What?
I just saw Devin posted on Chicks in the Office.
I saw that on this thing called Chicks in the
Office.
Office.
I see. Wait. Where? Details. More. Give
Chicks
me
in the Office.
I know. Well, someone go to Chicks in the Office Instagram and tell me what it means.
It says Taylor Swift is releasing
nothing.
4 previous unreleased songs tonight at midnight.
But what's the source?
Oh, I don't know. No source from Devin. Devin is the source.
Devin is the source.
Devin is the source. Kelly Keegs is the source.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really see.
I don't see anything.
I'm going on Twitter.
Where did Devin find this?
Taylor Swift is releasing
Twitter.
4 songs tonight at midnight in honor of the Eras Tour starting this weekend. Eyes Open, Taylor's version. Safe and Sound featuring Joy Williams and John Paul White.
She posted on her own Instagram story. That's the source. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the source.
Damn, the Eras Tour starts this weekend.
In celebration of the Eras Tour, I'm releasing 4 previously unreleased songs tonight at midnight. Eyes Open, Safe and Sound. Taylor's version. Wow. Wow. So Speak Now's next. Oh, wait.
Wait, what? Like, these are like going to be singles off of her next album? Her next
Well, I'm trying to think of what...
Are they all
from
the
different...
same?
They're from different... I'm so bad at remembering.
Speak now. Get ready, John. If that's true. Take cover.
Safe and Sound is the one. Safe and Sound is the one from the Hunger Games.
I keep itching my nose, by the way, because it's itchy. Don't think I'm picking my nose if you're watching YouTube. I promise.
But you
not.
said there's nothing wrong with picking your nose.
There isn't, but like in the middle of the podcast, and then I'm like wiping it, like it's just itchy. You know, your nose just gets like.
Yeah, you know what people say that means you want to fight if you have an itchy nose.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not really in
All
fighting
of these
mood
from
today.
the Hunger Games. Why do I not specifically remember if this was a movie? I'm trying to make sure I. Oh, if this was a movie, is Speak Now. Okay, that's where I. Okay, so I feel like that's a good sign for.
But these are all songs. None of these are new. They're just re-recorded.
No. Those ones are, but All of the Girls You Loved Before. I think that's new. Like, you know, she has ones from the vault.
Yeah.
Because the ones that are re-recorded, say, Taylor's version.
Well, by the time this comes out, the songs will have been released.
Yeah, everyone will be like,
will have already known.
We know exactly what it is. But oh my God, that's so exciting! And this will be the first one from Speak Now, which I'm guessing means Speak Now will be the next re-release. Which I love Speak Now. I'm fucking dying for 1989. Man.
I'm really dying for 1989.
But I do love Speak Now, so it's no complaints on that one. But.
All right, let's get into the show.
Well, I love some good breaking news while we're recording.
Of course. And then we have topics, and then we have one more thing. And let's start off with Weekly Watch Report. If you are like me and sometimes you have trouble focusing and you're tired and you're lagging throughout the day and you have a long week like this week for all of us, lots of concerts, festivities, so much going on, you need Proper Wild Clean All Day Energy. It's a morning boost. It's a long day boost. It's a late night boost. It's vegan. It's gluten-free. It's GMO-free. None of those added chemicals that makes you feel jittery and just not right. This is clean all day energy, which is the way I like my energy. I like it to be clean. I don't want all that other nonsense thrown into it. That's not going to make me feel good. Proper Wild's going to make me feel good, and it's going to give me energy all throughout the day. So right now, go to properwild.com/barstool to try Proper Wild for 30% off. There's tons of flavors. There's apple, strawberry, kiwi, mango, lemon, lime. You got to like one of those flavors. There's something in there for everybody. So go to properwild.com/barstool and try it now for 30% off. Welcome back to the Weekly Watch Report, where we tell you all the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report. Weekly Watch Report. Here to tell you our Weekly Watch Report. All right.
What do you got?
Am I going first, or are you going?
I have two things, which is better
Wow.
than the last.
Big TV week for you.
Two things better than one.
And it's been a very busy week. So
I'm in a singing mood today. I think it's all these concerts,
must
man.
be.
I just want to get on stage, sing my heart out. I thought about making a sign for tonight that said, "I'll sing Miley's Part of Before the Storm."
That's a good sign. You should.
But the thing is I can't sing Miley's Part.
Imagine they brought you up. Get up here.
Come on, she's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I watched
theater just goes up in flames.
all of the episodes that are out of Shrinking,
Yeah.
which was like 8 episodes, I think.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a B-. I like it.
You don't like it as much as I do.
Overall,
That's
but Be
okay.
Nice is good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it is.
I like it. I don't think it's like the best show I've ever watched,
Yeah.
but I like it, and I will continue to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I watched part of the Malaysia Airline
Ooh, I haven't watched that yet.
documentary.
How has it been released? How is it released?
Episode.
Parts?
I've only
Episodes?
watched the first episode,
3
and
episodes?
I'm not exactly sure because I stopped.
Okay. Oh.
Because to me, they don't fucking know where this plane went. They don't, and they don't have anybody on the plane to tell them.
Right.
So I kind of was like,
You're not really getting any answers.
You're not getting. They don't know where this plane went, and there's nobody on the plane that survived to tell the story.
It's really just like a documentary about the mystery.
It is a documentary about the guessing game of where this fucking flight went and the theories about where this thing kind of went. And so
it really is. I mean, I know we don't really need to go down the rabbit hole, but like it really is just fucking crazy.
It's insane
that with the technology we have today, we have no idea where this plane is.
And like they think some people covered it up. Like people know, somebody must know, and they're covering it up, but it's all a guessing game. And so for me, when it comes to a documentary, I don't like a guessing game. I like these are the events that happen. Mm-hmm. Here's a strong, even if it is a guessing game, here's a strong theory as to what we think happened, right? Mm-hmm. Too much up in the air with that one.
Okay.
And so I did not love that.
Turn it off.
So I'm going to give it a D. I'm going to give it a D.
Fair.
Giving the Malaysian Airlines flight a D.
It may be hard.
Where the hell's the plane? D.
Yeah, you're not
I
gonna.
thought we were gonna find it at the end.
I knew watching it that we wouldn't know anything.
Yeah.
But as I was watching it, I was like, they don't know shit. Like they got theories,
Of course they don't.
but they don't fucking know anything, or do they? You know, like too much of I don't know. So I'm giving it a D, and that's what I watched this week.
I have not watched that yet. I honestly have been I had a quiet week as well.
Well, yeah, you had
we're
4
busy.
Jonas Brothers shows to attend.
Busy. I I haven't even watched the Last of Us finale yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was watching the Oscars.
Oh yeah, the Oscars.
Monday was Bachelor. Tuesday show.
Damn.
So, also Joe fell asleep for like almost the entirety of the 8th episode, which I watched. And when it got to the point to like watch the finale, like I was like, oh, Monday afternoon, I thought maybe we had like a time to maybe throw it on. And then I was like, oh, you have to rewatch 8. Like you just were fully asleep the whole time. So I had to wait for him to do that before we watched. So I haven't watched that yet. Shrinking, I'm up to date.
Daisy Jones,
up to date. Daisy Jones, 4, 5, 6. I really like it. I think it's a great show. You know, I'm just really not that critical when it comes to my TV. Like, I really normally like most stuff. It has to be really bad for me to not like it. Like, you know how Trent jokes with, like, movies? Like, he goes and watches a movie and he's like, good movie. Like, it's, you know? I feel like that a lot sometimes with TV shows I watch. Like, I'm like, I like TV. And I consume a lot of it. I liked episodes 4, 5, 6. A lot more into the music and the band performing together.
I have the biggest crush on Elvis's granddaughter.
Riley Keough, yeah. Daisy and Billy, like their dynamic, which I really like. So 4, 5, 6, I'll give a B+. I like good episodes, flew through them pretty quickly.
Is it 3 every Friday? Is that how they're doing it?
I guess.
Kind of like that. Like if it was 1 every Friday, I'd be like, that's.
I'm guessing like this Friday it'll be 7, 8, 9, and then like 10 will be. I think it's only 10 episodes. I'm just assuming. I don't know for sure. Shrinking, I didn't give a grade. I'll give I liked this last episode. Good dynamic with him and his daughter. B+.
Oh. Well, surprise plus.
Well, because I'm just thinking about what I've graded the other episodes, and I feel like this one was on the same level and should be graded accordingly. What else? I haven't watched. I know I got a bunch of DMs about the end of Love Island UK and like who won. I just have not watched like the last 6 episodes. I don't know what it is about Love Island, but any season, like when it gets to that point, like where it's just to the end and there's no like drama or like people breaking up, it's just like who's gonna make it to the end. I'm just like, I'll catch it later.
Right, I'll watch the finale, or I'll just read who won.
Yeah, like I'm like, you know,
I agree.
There's not too much to find out. It has not been spoiled for me, so I still don't know who won. It probably will be if I keep waiting. But I haven't watched it yet. This is honestly turning into me talking about what I haven't watched. Abbott Elementary, I have not talked about in a while, but I am fully up to date on the current season of Abbott Elementary. Highly recommend as well. Very like cute, funny show before you go to bed. One of those, you know, palate cleansers, get a good giggle and then go to bed when you're watching like something serious. So Abbott Elementary, I'll give a B+. I'm up to date on that. And I watched the first 2 episodes of Sex Life. I haven't gone farther than that, but episodes 1 and 2, I'll give a C. Middle of the road, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like, I'm intrigued because it started in a way that I was like, oh, this is not how I thought this was going to go.
I told you, not as much sex.
Yeah,
season
not
2.
exactly. So I'm definitely, it piqued my interest more than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to that as well. And then I'm also up to date on Summer House and New Jersey. And that's it. I have not watched Vanderpump this week yet. So that's it for me.
Okay. I watched Daisy Jones and the Six. 4 through 6. I liked it a lot more than the first 3, and I liked the first 3, but I'll give that a B+ too. Yeah.
Love that for us. Love when we're giving out good grades.
Yeah. Shrinking episode 8, I'll give a B.
plus.
No, yeah. No, I like Shrinking. I don't love it.
I
like
agree.
it.
I like it.
Fair. Ted Lasso came out this week. First one.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Excited
Ted
for
Lasso guy, but
I know. I personally love Ted Lasso. So
Hello Tomorrow, episode 6. It's just a nothing show at this point.
It's lost
Like,
you.
It's a C. It's not terrible, but it's not good. You season 4, I like threw on like the second half of them came out.
Is he in London?
Yeah, it's in London. The whole
Oh, the whole thing?
The whole thing's in London. 'cause
I
he
opened
moved
my
there.
I opened my Netflix and just now it's just like the most annoying thing that they do is just shit just starts playing,
Yeah.
and it was that and like it was him in like some courtyard and
Yeah,
the
'cause
lady
he moved to London.
I was like, what the? Was unaware.
Yeah. So yeah, the second part came out. So I watched 6 and 7, I think. But I was so not interested. Like I was barely even like watching. So I'll give that like a D plus. Like I feel like they should have ended the show. I cannot believe there's another season after this.
It's insane.
Like they got to just end it.
There's another season
I
after
think,
this one.
didn't they just announce? Or maybe I'm wrong.
Season 5?
I thought that they announced. Maybe I'm thinking of a different show. Season 5.
Oh no, yeah. Penn Badgley's just suggesting that it should be the last one.
He's like, please.
He's like, let me out of my misery.
The headline says Penn Badgley suggests season 5 could be its quote grand finale.
Like it's not even the same show at all.
Yeah.
It's like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
I watched A Quiet Place 2.
Great movie.
I liked it, yeah.
You never saw it when it came out?
The second one.
The second one?
No.
I've only seen the first one, too.
No. I'll give it a B minus. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. The Last of Us finale, give it a B plus. I didn't love it, but I also know that they kind of have to leave it.
Yeah. Was it left more?
cliffhanger,
Obviously, I can't.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't watched it, but I would assume because a show like that, it does so well, so popular, they're going to do more seasons. It can't just like be tied up in a bow after one season.
Yeah. There was a lot of action though in this episode,
Yeah.
so I enjoyed it. And then
I do. I'm getting why everyone loves that Pedro Pascal.
yeah, I mean, he's good.
He was really funny on Hot Ones too.
He's a funny guy.
He's really good on Hot Ones.
I don't know much about him at all.
He was in Game of Thrones.
If
remember?
you want to if you have like a spare 20 minutes where you're like, it's not enough time to watch a full length show, but you just want to throw something on. His Hot Ones is very funny.
I'm a big YouTube gal, so
and his
that.
YouTube video, like he's good in his interviews.
Yeah. And then I watched this terrible movie, Hunted, that just popped up on my screen somehow. I think it's on Prime. It's a D. It's bad. I mean, not
movie?
terrible, but like
Movie?
it's entertaining. It's a movie.
Okay.
It came out 2022, and it's basically this group of people just tries to rob this like really nice house, and then the people who own that house like kidnap them, take them to a field, and then they just hunt them.
Oh.
So, but it's just like bad acting, bad writing, but it's kind of entertaining
okay.
a little bit.
Not everyone could be a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
And yeah, you hear
We've got some crazy March Madness shit going
on.
on right now, I'm pretty sure.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, I forgot that I made
To be completely honest, I don't know.
Did you see that?
It could be like the Furman Virginia game has 12 seconds left. Furman's down 4. College basketball podcast. Maryland won by 2.
Wait, Maryland won?
Maryland won, yeah.
I picked them.
I picked Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland won by 2.
But they were the higher seed.
Oh, excuse me. Furman's down 2 points with 12 seconds left. That's why they're all freaking out.
Wait, I made a bracket for the first time.
Proud of you. Just for funsies? Or did you enter a pool?
Marty made a pool with his friends.
Oh, nice.
So I entered that one. And my alter ego is Randy.
Yep.
And I made my username Randy's here.
Good.
So everyone's afraid. But yay! Well, I picked it was Maryland against West Virginia, and Maryland's an 8, and West Virginia's a 9, so it was a close call.
Yeah. Just could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way, just saying.
Yeah, okay. That I think that wraps up for what we watched.
Furman
Oh,
is
fuck.
winning.
Wait, but I picked Virginia.
Oh, they hit a 3?
It's 68-67 with 2 seconds.
Oh my God, they hit a 3.
Fuck, I picked Virginia.
I picked Virginia too.
It's okay. You can't.
No, I know you're not gonna win
You
them all.
can't. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna be okay.
yeah. You don't want to be that person with their bracket.
Yeah. Well, I'll be whatever person I want to be with my bracket.
I know.
It's
I'm just saying.
It's my first time.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, that's when we watch this week.
If you guys are looking for a fun activity to do with friends, I could not recommend Topgolf more. It's golf. It's not golf. It's Topgolf. Topgolf is so much fun. I've been with friends before to one of their locations in New Jersey, and you can go, you can hang out, you have your own little area, you can play games. It isn't like super serious. It's just a fun way to relax and hang out and do like a little activity. Doesn't matter if you've never swung a golf club before in your life. You can learn, you can play. There's so many fun games that you can do while you're there. It does not matter if you don't golf. Everyone can play Topgolf, even if no one can golf, even if your whole group doesn't know what they're doing. It's still so fun. Topgolf is the only place you can play around and then order another or hit a slice and then grab a slice. It's all the fun of outside, but with the comforts of inside. Comfy heated bays in the winter and cool bays in the summer. So all season long, all year long, whenever you want to go, you can go. It's a great like Saturday afternoon activity with friends or Sunday, like good weekend, daytime, fun activity. It's golf. It's not golf. It's Topgolf. So download the app, book a bay, and come play around.
All right, let's talk some topics. Nothing crazy going on in the pop culture world. There's a couple of Vanderpump updates here and there. Andy Cohen had warned everyone, like, you want to watch this episode this week. But we had seen the clips that he was talking about prior. They were going around on social media. And it was Raquel and Lala having a conversation. And Lala said, I wouldn't want you around my man. And Raquel said, well, thank God you don't have a man to be around, which was not good. Because now everyone's like, Lala was right. And Raquel is nasty.
Katie also said something in her interview that I am completely going to misquote because, like I said, I didn't watch the episode yet, but I saw it on Instagram. And it was like, she's talking about Raquel. She said, like, she's only interested in married
Virginia lost by
married people. They lost?
Yeah.
She's only interested in married people. And that's a red flag to me. It's like, it was something along those lines. Yeah. There was another part to it. It was like my friend or friends' husbands, maybe she said.
So I saw a good analysis of why Raquel is the way she is, and it doesn't condone her actions or make them right at all, but it could explain why she is this way. And maybe because she was cheated on, so often in her past relationships and whatnot, that she seeks validation in being the person that somebody is choosing over their significant other because it happened to her so many times.
Yeah.
So that maybe she's seeking validation in like, this guy wants me instead of his person, which is fucked.
There's obviously
but there's
clearly something.
There's a psychological reasoning behind these things, and I think that is a good analysis of that. Like, you're seeking validation from men who are choosing you over their person.
Well, she
and
said
that's been done
that
to
she's
you.
got like like needing to be loved and like attention.
Right. Anyways, it's super fucked, and the more the clips come out, you're like, the writing was on the wall with Raquel.
It's crazy, and that's why Andy was like, you're all gonna think that we like reworked this episode. We didn't. Kristen went on Nikki V's pod and said Sheena did not punch Raquel. She was like, Sheena is 105. Like, she was like, Sheena is tiny. Her nails are longer than she was kind of joking, but she was like, there may have been a push and maybe a scratch, but not a punch is where the clarification came from.
Maybe a
that
slap.
Makes the most sense to me. It's like, it could be just maybe a shove. You're upset. Maybe you're waving around.
Close.
She's got fucking claws on her hands. Her nails are so long. A scratch gets thrown out there. But Ariana's also back on Instagram. She posted for the first time, obviously getting a lot of love and support as she deserves. And that's kind of what's going on with them.
Side update about Zendaya's.
So we talked about it on Wednesday.
Yes. Little update.
Follow up.
Law Roach. He's still going to work with Zendaya.
Yeah.
Which we could have seen coming.
It's just
So
something.
you're not retired then.
Something must have happened. He must have gotten into some sort of fight with somebody. And he was
You
like,
see the
fuck
video
this.
that's going around of they were at some
Yeah, they were at
runway.
they were at a Louis Vuitton show, I think.
Yeah, and like Zendaya sat down, and then he was like, "Oh, like is that my seat?" And she's like, "No, you're behind me." And people thought that was like him being insulted. That
Yeah, I mean it's very, the fashion world takes the front row very seriously, and yeah, no, but it's just funny because it's like totally could have seen that one coming, and the way he tweeted about like, well, obviously I'm still gonna work with Zendaya. It's like, well, it's not so obvious. You said you were
You said you were retiring.
Well, we're just gonna assume retiring meant, well, duh, you're still gonna work with Z.
Yeah, like you said, you went on this whole rant about retiring, so we thought that you were done as a whole, but you're not done. You're still gonna work with Zendaya.
There were some pictures of Zendaya and Tom Holland on a little coffee date, holding hands. I haven't seen them in a while. It was just a nice. Like, I saw the pictures. I was like, oh, love you guys.
They're very cute.
Happy that you guys are still together and happy. It's so cute. I love them as a couple.
Yeah, they don't give us much, but when they do, it's good.
Exactly.
And that's really it for this week. But
I know it was a quiet.
We do
look,
have
some weeks. We're too busy in our own lives.
Some weeks.
But that doesn't like this. It's just nothing happening in the news.
Yeah,
no, there's really
not that much happening.
Really
but we do have one more thing.
Yeah. Mine's pretty stupid.
What is it?
So
is mine.
So I'm just going to get ahead of that right now.
Mine's really dumb as well.
So I'm going to run some errands.
Okay.
Headed to Walgreens. And I walk in. I needed paper towels. I could go in and they have all the Walgreen brand paper towels, but none of the Bounty. There was a scarcity of Bounty paper towels. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm so brainwashed by marketing and branding that I'm looking at these Walgreens paper towels. I'm like, I can't buy these.
So
I'm like, they're gonna be terrible.
You're not a generic brand bitch.
No, I am so.
Even though they're cheaper and the same thing.
Yes, I am so like literally could not be more brainwashed, and I completely acknowledge that it makes no logical sense.
So you didn't buy them?
When I turned the corner, there was sneaky some Bounty hiding, and I bought those
thank
ones.
God. What would you have done?
I know it is absolutely ridiculous because it's the same. Well, I don't know. Paper towels is where it loses me a little bit because paper towels, the quality of paper towels seriously varies. Where it makes really no sense is like when you go to buy Advil or Walgreens ibuprofen, and it's like that's actually the same thing.
My mom buys the generic brand of all medication, like Excedrin, Advil, whatever, and it actually pisses me off. And I just am like. So
I'm
I know
telling you,
what
it's
you're
a
saying.
ginormous waste of money that I'm spending like $3 more for the Advil than the Walgreens ibuprofen when they're literally
the same thing. And I'm just convinced that one of them is going to work better than the other.
100%.
But they're the same. If you look at the ingredients,
that's the branding,
that's
brainwash.
the marketing.
That's when we sit in front of our TVs, we watch the commercials, we see the advertisements, where our mind tells us, well, we need the name brand.
Yeah. Walgreens migraine relief doesn't hit the same as Excedrin migraine. Yeah. So
believe me, this is a battle I deal with. And I was like, and I literally, I'm walking back to my apartment with my, I do the same thing with toilet paper too, but toilet paper is also, quality matters. And I have my paper towel.
I got some bad toilet paper.
Yeah, I got my paper towels. And I'm like, why did I just spend $5 more on these paper towels?
Yeah, you had a hard look in the mirror about it.
Yeah. And it's truly just like it's just a brainwash.
Marketing.
It's a marketing brainwash that's told me like this is, what kind of toilet paper did you have growing up?
I don't.
What kind of toilet paper do you like? I like it to be like thinner.
I don't like mine too thin,
I like
and I don't like it too thick. There's a
like-
good in between.
Yeah.
I hate too thin. My butthole hurts, and too thick, it's gonna clog the toilet.
I don't mind. Like I like
I don't like it to be too
Charmin
soft.
sometimes is a little too thick. Cottonelle.
I like
Cottonelle. Growing up, we were a Scott
That's what I am.
tissue.
Scott.
I like Scott. I think
hate.
Really? But they have different
Hate.
types.
No, the really thin one.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
what
don't
I
have
like.
like a
And
really
when I
thin-
started to like be able to get my own toilet paper, I'd be like, I'm not going down that path. And then anytime I would go home, I'd be like, Mom, how do you use this toilet paper?
Thinking about Charmin Ultra Soft makes my skin crawl. It's too soft.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
too
like
thick.
too
It's
soft.
too
Yeah.
soft. Oh
Yeah.
God, I have shivers. The small hairs in my arms are standing up. I don't like Charmin Ultra Soft.
Yeah.
My one more thing is very dumb. Dumber than yours.
Okay.
Probably. I saved it on my TikTok.
Okay.
Because it genuinely pissed me off. Do not show me, and TikTok, I know you're fucking listening.
At TikTok.
At TikTok. Do not show me people, was the word cosplaying?
Cosplaying, yeah.
As Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Don't show me that.
No.
Don't show me that as I'm scrolling in my bed late at night.
They know your
and-
fear.
And Michael Jackson's face pops up, but it's not Michael Jackson. It's a fake Michael Jackson on live on TikTok Live.
Oh, not even a video on
Not even
TikTok
video.
Live?
TikTok Live. And
No,
Michael Jackson's
no,
right in my face.
No. I'm surprised you didn't like throw your phone across the room.
I literally swiped quickly, closed my phone, went to bed.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You do have for some background, you have a fear.
I was afraid of Michael Jackson when I was
Jackson,
younger. And some may call that mean.
Do you like his
but I
music?
was. Yeah. You know.
It was just like when you have to think of the age matchup and how old, like think about Ria's age and like growing up, what in the media portrayed
right.
Michael Jackson.
When
Yeah,
I
I mean,
grew up
he's a
knowing Michael Jackson,
controversial
like
guy.
here's the thing.
No, but I'm saying like Ria's impression of like a Michael Jackson is like South Park Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
which is
and
terrifying.
and
South Park
yes,
Michael Jackson was terrifying.
Scary Movie 3 Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Specifically Scary Movie 3 made me terrified of Michael Jackson because the parody around that was Michael Jackson was scary.
Yeah.
And so I was afraid of Michael Jackson. And then my brother would he was the one who was afraid first. So he would show me things to make me join in on the fears. And he'd be like, watch this video. And it would be like Michael Jackson being like, I like to just tuck them in and feed them milk and cookies.
Give me your best.
And,
No.
and let's be honest, people let these things slide because it's Michael Jackson. Great music, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
of course we love Michael Jackson's music. It's not even a question. But was he sleeping in bed with little boys and feeding them milk and cookies?
Did you ever watch the documentary?
No.
Yeah, I
it's
did.
tough.
It's tough.
I did.
He slept in bed with little boys and fed them milk and cookies. But some people really, truly believe that he didn't do anything with them, but that's still weird.
You know what's
There's
crazy?
so Michael Jackson is a controversial topic, and I don't want to
is.
get into it. Good music,
is.
really
It's
great
crazy
music.
how famous he was because I saw a video come up on TikTok and it was Michael Jackson. Like they rented out a whole grocery store for him at one point and like hired actors to like shop in the grocery store just so he could have the experience of like being a normal person.
It's crazy. He's
crazy.
He's not alive now, but he's one of the most famous people ever to exist.
Yeah.
If not the most. Like it's Michael Jackson.
Who do you think is more famous, Michael Jackson or Elvis?
Michael Jackson. We've had Elvis.
Oh, yeah, Michael
Elvis
Jackson.
never did one concert out of the U.S.
yeah.
But yeah, don't show me people dressed as Michael Jackson on my TikTok, please. I'm good.
The
'Cause-
amount that you're saying it, your phone's gonna make.
Well, you know what? It's okay. I don't mind if a video of the real Michael Jackson. I'm past my fear of Michael
Yes,
Jackson.
yes.
I
He's
don't
dead.
mind a video of Michael Jackson pops up. I'm okay with that. It's the fact that people dress up as is
No,
what's
it's creepy.
creeps
It's
me out because
creepy.
he's dead. And
Yeah.
so when you see somebody who looks exactly like Michael Jackson and it's not him, it's a little
You know,
freaking weird.
It's creepy. It's also like why
Why are you doing
would
that?
you
it's
wanna
like the
dress up
Elvis
like him?
impersonators, you know, like.
It's different in my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
different.
People who love Michael Jackson are getting mad at me, but it is what it is. Okay,
No, it's-
that's how I feel about it, and that's all, folks. That's how I feel about that.
Yep.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing weekend. Hopefully, Fran gets to see the Jonas Brothers more, and we'll have more stories for you on Monday. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.